Hi everyone, my name is Amber Poole. I am also known as the Chakra Diva. I consider myself a crystal shaman because I go in between worlds, in between the physical realm and also the spiritual realm. I'm an energy healer. I transmute, transform, manipulate energy for the greatest good. So I want to talk to you today. If you have any questions about me ever, please check me out at thechakradeva.com. I wanted to talk to you today about a phenomenon that is going on, and I kept seeing it on so many different levels when I'm outside and when I'm staring at pictures. And a lot of times, that's one of the ways that I tell who's with people and where they're at. I can physically look at a picture and tell you what kind of energy imprint is there and what they're doing, but I noticed that lately the images of ghosts are changing and that there's something different about ghosts now. And if you notice something, about these ghosts, I want you to leave a comment below. Maybe you've seen it as well, but I've seen it a lot. So I want to share with you my input on this. And I'm going to show you two pictures. I'm looking through my phone and I'm holding a computer at the same time. So, all right, my first picture I want to show you is a ghost in a window. And if you do not know, ghosts always hang out in windows, especially when you're in the outside, especially when you're taking pictures of them. If you're trying to sell your house, please be aware that ghosts will show up. If they're in the house and they're curious and they want to know what you're doing and what's going on and who you are, they will show up. So if you're trying to sell a house, and you don't notice that you have a being in your window, but everybody else notices, you might want to retake a picture. So here is my first picture. Now, if you look in that window, that is a ghost, that is a being, and what does the ghost have on? The ghost has on his face a mask. Do you see that? That white thing on his face? That's a mask. Now, this one, that's one way that ghosts do show up. They show up in photos, but because I have been doing this for so long, feeling energy imprints, and I can always tell when somebody's around. I do crystal scrying, so I look inside my crystals to see beings that show up because that's energy. Energy forms anywhere. They're spirits, so they can have that. They can transmute. And one of the other places that I saw the other day that really caught my eye was my sofa. And you're probably like, she is crazy, but maybe. So, come on, focus in, baby, focus in. I'm trying to get, all right, let's see if I can be left-handed. Click on a picture so that you guys can see. Oh, sorry. We're going to get this. You and I are going to get this. Hey, you. Let me change positions. I think if I click it, it'll be good. Oops. Oh, aha. All right. So here this woman is. You can see that she has bangs. She might be wearing a scarf around her head. But here, right here on her face, that is a mask. There's an eye, and she's covering her face up with a mask. I believe that she's drinking a big pot of coffee. Like, I almost feel like she was mimicking me because that's what I was doing at the time. But maybe you can go back and pause it. What's happening all across the board, everywhere, is that these ghosts are showing up with their masks on their faces, just like you and I are showing up with masks on our faces. Now, we wear masks because we are trying to protect ourselves from the virus, because ultimately there's a lot of death within the virus. So, and I'm not going into the virus. This isn't about the virus. This is about the ghost. So the ghost who wears the mask energetically is earthbound. When they're earthbound, they sense, they feel, they know what's going on. So here comes this virus that is, quote, clearing out our population, and that's why we're wearing masks, so that nobody gets sick. But the ghosts are also wearing masks. And when I asked about this, I'm like, what's going on? And they are afraid, too, that they are going to be wiped out. So your earthbound spirits are spirits who haven't walked into the light. They haven't crossed over. They decide to stay here for whatever reason. They can stay here for judgment. They don't want to go over because they might be judged. They stay here for, yes, they stay here for things that they're not proud of, that they have done within their lifetime. They may have stayed here because they need to have a connection to a place. They can stay here because they want to be close to their loved one and they don't want to cross over. They want to help and assist for as long as possible. But guess what? The loved one may have crossed over into the light, and here they are. They may have stayed back for a contract. There's a million reasons why earthbound spirits may have stayed back. But it concerns me that they're wearing masks because they are in fear, because we are in fear, because we are wearing masks. So when I start talking to these beings, I keep getting the sense over and over, and I can't stress this enough. We all go together. We are all one. We are all connected together. So that means that my light is assisting somebody else's light, who is assisting somebody else's light, and we all go over together. Even people who feel unloved, unworthy, like they're nothing, or they are in the dark, even people of love and light need to hold space for them because they can also transition into the light. So, my earthbound friends who have not gone into the light for various reasons, doesn't mean that you cannot hold light for them to give them a space to help assist and cross them over. They are also scared. They're also in fear. So as a spirit advocate, which I always am for the physical world and for the spiritual world, you are going to notice pictures with masks on their face. Know that they're scared too. Connect in and see if you can do anything with your spirit guide to help them into the light, to see if somebody can assist them over into the light. Some people talk to them and say, hey, what do you need? What's going on? Other people don't. Other people just call upon their legions of lights or, who do I call? I call on Saint Germain. I call on him and the violet flame to transmute anything that is not love and light around them so that they feel lighter in the transition. I call upon their family members to help assist them. I call upon the angels to help assist them. And they usually, 90% of the time, they'll go. Now, they can also have free will and decide not to go. But I'm telling you that you will find more often pictures of people posting with ghosts and these masks on their face. And they are also in fear. And if they're in fear and we're in fear, we are giving over our power to fear. And we can't do that. You're a being of light. I'm a being of light. So we want to stay within the light. Stay within the light. And know that we're all in this together. And keep shining your light. Just hold that space of love, of light, so that everybody around you who may be experiencing anxiety, who may be going through challenging times right now, even the ghosts seem to be going through challenging times right now. Hold your light, give light, and always be caring and nice. So, if you want to post a picture, if you find a picture of your ghosts who are wearing masks, you're going to see this more often. It's going to get vamped up more and more the more that we do it. Remember to just bring in the light for them. All right? If you ever have any comments, if you have any suggestions, if you want to know about a topic, just let me know. Drop me a line in the comments. Please like and subscribe. You can visit me at thechakradeva.com if you'd like a reading or a session. I am also doing them too. All right. I'll talk to you later.